Welcome back to the channel.
Welcome back.
So we started a project.
We did.
Then we went on holiday.
As we do.
And now we're back and we have to get on with it.
We do. But we've done quite a lot this week.
We have. So you will have just seen all the B-roll. So we have spent every evening, most evenings,
Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
in good weather.
Or Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, one way around or the other.
Sanding, dressing, getting all the dead paint off.
The UK is having some sort of freaky heat wave, which is fantastic. Not today, it's not.
Not today.
Today we got woke up by the rain.
Yeah.
But we come back from America and it was like 31 degrees in the UK. It's so bizarre, but it's so good.
Yeah, why was that ladder out?
That ladder's out because you've had to go on the roof, haven't you, and unblock the drain.
Again.
It's your favourite job, that is.
But
Yes.
yes.
Instead of having a flat roof on the garage.
Exactly. So this is painted.
Yeah.
For the most part. We do have to do some dressing and painting underneath, but we'll do that when it's in the frame.
Today is safe start day.
Today is safe start day. So we fitted one of these on Freddie's bike. And Emily says I never learn from my mistakes. However, the last time I fitted one of these, I put the fresh oil back in the engine.
Oh,
which you guys didn't get to see.
No, I wanted to show you. Somebody was having a tantrum, but maybe we've still got that footage.
The footage might be somewhere.
Maybe we could put it in.
If we have, we'll put it in here. But yes, so I put all the fresh oil in. I serviced Freddie's bike, and we knew we had to do this, but we were doing this after Neil cleaned the bike, I believe.
No.
It was after something.
It was after you'd wrapped the exhaust.
That was it. Yes. So I then thought, oh, I'm sure I can just take this cover off and it won't be a problem. Turns out if you take this cover off when the engine's full of oil, it ends up on the floor. So
there was a lot.
There's no oil in there.
There was a lot.
But the donor engine is, I'd say, very clean.
Yeah.
Inside. There's some clutch debris in the engine cover there, but on the whole, the inside of the engine is pretty clean. So we are going to crack the box open because I can't remember what's in that kit or what you have to do.
And this one was originally for your bike, wasn't it? So you've got to buy a new one.
I know. It's like the world's strongest glue that Chris uses on these boxes. Look at it. Ah.
If only there was a Stanley blade.
Jesus. They're always well packaged. So, certificate of installation for whatever my word is worth. So we have some gloves. I remember that sticker.
You were pants at show and tell.
And there is the article.
Oh, that's cool. Oh, it's got his
What's that?
fire.
Why would we need fire?
I don't need fire. Why did you need fire?
So, if you're ever going to work on one of these 865 or 790 engines later on in their life, there's some lovely starter motor bolts up in here, which are open-sided. So any of the rubbish that comes off the front wheel just kicks up there. And then that makes these bolts lovely to undo. So yesterday I spent an amount of time heating them with the MAP gas and easing the bolts out. Because you have to take the starter motor out in order to get this gear out. And then that is where the safe start is going to fit.
Now as well, yesterday when I come back, you said that you also have to be careful because this engine had something that meant that the cover didn't slide off as easily as you were expecting it to.
Oh yeah. Outer cover. You have a breather assembly that comes up. It's got an O-ring on it.
Okay, so that's this pipe going from this circular piece, okay.
So that on the engine hooks through that hole.
Okay, so it goes from here.
Yep.
And across
so if you grab the case and just pull it, and that holds on.
Is this a magnet as well, like on the other bikes we've had?
No, it's a clutch. The magnet one.
Oh, it's on the other side, okay.
But yeah, if you just pull this case while that's stuck in there, it will bend that pipe.
Oh, I understand.
It's free floating there.
And then I can imagine bending that pipe causes lots of swearing.
Yeah.
Okay.
So let's get the starter motor out. So something very important, which I think I pointed out in the Freddy video as well. When you take this case off, this wavy washer is sat on that boss. Not in that oil. Not in that goop. It's sat on that boss. There's a preload washer for that gear that we just took out.
Okay, so make sure you keep it with that gear is what you're saying.
Yeah, because they very easily either fall out on the floor and you don't notice them. You wouldn't know it was there, or they stick in there and then you put it off there and it gets chewed up.
Right, okay.
All just not very nice.
Not really nice.
Okay.
Now, this thing that you're fitting here,
yes,
remind me what the purpose of it is, because
okay,
I've slept since we did this.
So, easiest way to explain it. Your starter motor is a small gear that turns very, very fast.
That little gear there spins?
Very fast.
Okay.
Yep. Which in turn rotates this reduction gear.
Cog. Okay.
The reduction gear then makes that turn slower but with more torque, which allows it to turn the engine over. And then that ultimately turns this big gear here.
Okay.
Yep.
So your little one spins in there into that next cog.
Yep.
And that cog has something in it that reduces that speed and allows it to turn the next cog along.
Yeah, with more torque. Okay.
With more oomph.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Right.
Right.
So, in this gear, there's a piece that functions like this. Okay.
Okay.
So, you know, with a ratchet, if you're going to do something up, it doesn't turn in that direction, does it?
Oh, okay, right.
Yeah. So what you'll find is this will turn in this direction.
Yeah. But it won't turn the other direction. Okay.
So what that means is when this is still,
yeah,
the engine can carry on turning.
Okay.
Yeah? So it's not always driving the starter motor. Okay? It's what they call a sprag clutch.
Right.
Which is effectively like a ratchet.
Okay.
Yeah? But what can happen is, as your engine turns, piston comes up the top of the centre, you get your spark and your ignition, yeah?
Yeah.
And that's what keeps it firing round. If you've got a low battery on one of these.
Okay, just a low battery in general from like leaving your lights on or whatever. Okay, right, yeah.
Yeah. Or if your starter motor's weak,
right,
or you've got any kind of functional problem like that, what can happen is, because they're quite a high compression motor, when the piston comes up, bit like when the BSA kicks me back,
right,
what can happen is you get your pre-ignition and the engine will actually try and fire backwards in the reverse direction.
But that then doesn't go backwards?
No.
Okay.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So what it then does is it puts all that stress and strain through this gear.
Through the little cog?
Through that little cog
right,
and into the starter motor. But as it tries to do it into here, the starter motor is trying to drive in the opposite direction, isn't it? Because it's trying to turn the engine over. Right. And the engine is firing counter to that.
So it's just pushing loads of pressure against each other?
What happens is all the strain ends up on this shaft.
Oh, does that bend out of shape then?
No, because this shaft is harder than the cases. So when all that strain is on there, because you think it doesn't go in there very deep either, this tries to fold out the way.
So it bends?
No, well, this doesn't bend. What happens is it snaps this.
Ah.
And you end up with a piece snapped out of the crankcases because this is quite thin.
Right.
Yeah? So
is this a common fault then?
It was and has been.
Okay.
But it's specific to this engine, the design of this engine, because this casting isn't robust enough for that failure mode.
Right, okay. So this doesn't apply to any other kind of engine, just the Bonneville engine?
Yeah.
Right.
So this is the piece.
I see. So it's more just like a little snug cover to
reinforce.
To keep him stronger. Okay.
So that sits in there, over the top of there.
I'm with you, I understand.
So all we need to do now is clean this up, get all the oil and debris off there.
Yeah.
We'll read the instructions. And then, from memory, we put a little sticker on here
Yeah, we have to make
covers
sure
up.
this is really clear though, so that the glue sticks properly.
So put a little sticker on here. We mix up some JB weld,
Okay.
drop the piece in, and then it has to stay in there for
Let me get the
hours.
XPC cleaner stuff, because that stuff's been brilliant.
Okay. Yeah.
Make sure you screw your tissue up and get in that little line.
Looking good.
Yeah, just get this puddle. I think this is one of the cleanest engines that's graced this workshop.
Yep. Not bad for an eBay bargain. So, guess what these say?
You never read the instructions for anything.
Oh look, it says everything I just said. Push the breather thing, don't bend it or crack it, don't lose the wavy washer, wipe around the surface, put the white dot on, which we're going to do next, mix up the JB weld, bodge it in place.
Oh, so the dot is so you don't get any of the stuff in
that
the
hole.
gap, right? Yeah.
Yep. Push it home and make sure that this protrudes
Yep.
from the face of the safe start. Take the dot off.
Go for it. This kit is designed for anybody to be able to do.
Indeed.
So we have full faith behind you.
Now we have
Are you
gone,
not putting the little gloves on? Supplied?
not yet. I always wear protective kit. Yeah. So we go over the top and use ridiculous solvents. But
It's all right. I make up for it in the house with the eco-friendlier stuff I use over there, so balances out.
so, on my fine disposable surface,
That smells like... I don't know how many people will relate to this watching this, but when you used to go to Claire's Accessories to get your ears pierced in the shopping centre, they used to come along with little
TTP
white wipes that you'd then wipe your earlobe with after having it done. That was very strong. Yeah.
okay. JB weld on my disposable surface.
Oh, you have to mix the two together, don't you? I remember this.
Yeah, you want about an equal amount. Chris says about 25% of each tube. So it might be overkill, but it's about equal, isn't it? Yeah.
I think you've got more black than white, but go on.
I think I do.
What colour is it supposed to be?
Grey.
Maybe a little bit more white, like I said. Because this picture, it's a lighter grey than that. And I did say at the start that you'd got more white than black going on, black than white going on. That's enough. You ain't got that much extra.
Vaguely.
Yeah, that colour's identical now to this picture.
Made all the difference, has it?
Yeah, really has. Look at that light grey there in that picture.
Okay.
Spot on now.
Okay, I'm mixing that.
Oh, it smells. I don't want to be this close.
I had last time. I did say to Chris, you need stickier dots. I remember this from last time.
Yeah, you have got it a little bit over the end on that other end.
Yeah, that's fine.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is it really?
Yeah, 'cause I'm a boss, I know what I'm doing.
Out of the two of us, it's so cute that you think you're the boss.
I am the boss. So, you want to then line that up to here. In he goes. Just pushing down until you see the excess protruding.
given the shape of the piece that you've put on, it doesn't look like you can put it on too much in the wrong way round.
Nope.
It doesn't look like it's got much wiggle room to fit anywhere else.
It's just, and it's well made.
It's really well made, yeah. I don't like things where there's like ambiguity in where you can put things. I think it's why I quite enjoyed like building the engine to the 500 FT. Stuff did only go one way round. Can you get this blob of oil? I don't want this to drop down from there. Like, you know you've done it right because it only fits in the one-way space.
That is it. It is in.
It is done. And now 48 hours for it to set?
24.
24?
Yeah. So yeah, 24 hours for it to dry. I think I'm happy with that.
Yeah.
And then we can build that back up. I need the O-ring for the starter motor, so we're waiting for that to arrive.
Oh, you've got a list of things that
whole
you're
list
gonna,
of parts, yeah.
gonna get, aren't you? Yeah.
But in the in-between, there's polishing to do. I already promised you don't have to do it, haven't I?
I don't mind using the polishing wheel. I don't like using the papers, the 400, the 600, the 800. I lost my thumbprint.
Yeah.
My biometrics on my phone no longer open. I had to ring the bank because I couldn't get in.
You don't have to do it. I'm doing it.
That's
so
good.
yeah, I've got the clutch cover, the generator cover, and the rocker cover to do.
Yes.
And then hopefully all the rest will turn up. And once this is dry and cured, we can get this in the frame, start putting it back together.
Because whilst you're doing that, you see, I have a Mod 2 test to pass.
You do.
Because this week, I passed my Mod 1. I don't have to play with the cones anymore. Fourth time was a charm. I was at the point of nearly giving up. So just to give you a quick little recap. So January I did my CBT and my theory. February, March I was with one training school and I had 2 goes of my Mod 1 and it wasn't going very well. So I took a pause. April, May built the bike for the bike shed show and then I picked it back up. I changed training school.
Yep.
Picked it back up. I had a go at my Mod 1 with them. Everything went fine, except I was too slow on the hazard avoidance. I came through at 46 kilometres an hour and we need to be 48 or above to pass. So on the second go, I came through at 60 and I knocked over a cone.
You overcooked it a touch, didn't you?
It's just a smidge.
You thought you were Valentino Rossi.
And then I had another go, so 4th time's a charm. And I got three minors, but I don't care. Because I got no majors.
It all counts.
It all counts. Fine.
Done.
It's done. It's in the bag. We're moving to the next bit.
So she's got her on-road test to do, which is just drive around. It's not really a local area, so we've got to go and scope that out, haven't we? But,
Yeah, going to go and drive around in the car.
But yeah, then you do that, and then get your bike insured and do whatever.
Yeah, fingers crossed.
Oh, and if you happen to be going to the Mali Mile...
Oh, yeah, we bought tickets.
We bought tickets. So it's a week on Friday, isn't it?
Yeah.
Week on Friday, yeah. So we will be there from the Friday. We're not sure what time we'll get there, but if you see us, come say hello. We'll have stickers, we'll have the camera. You may fall risk of being in the video.
We will have stickers, although every time I say that now, I think Monica expressed that I should stop giving them out.
Leave them on Buy Me a Coffee.
And leave them on Buy Me a Coffee. But I can't help myself.
Yeah. If you see us, you'll get a sticker. So yeah, I don't know what bike we're taking. We haven't decided what bike, what car, what set of bikes, what we're doing.
I'm weighing up whether I want a small tent or a big tent.
Yeah, but yeah, Mali Mile, 18th, weekend of the 18th. That's right, isn't it?
I think
Friday
so.
the 18th. If I'm wrong, I'll put it on the screen.
Hang on, I'll have a look. You keep waffling. Friday, yeah, no, you're right, 18, 19, 20.
Yeah, so Friday the 18th, we'll be there at Grimthorpe Castle for the Mali Mile. Some familiar faces will be there. We get to catch up.
I'm really hoping Louis the sidecar dog is there.
But yeah, in the in-between time, we've got 2 weeks to get a lot done on this and try and make some headway.
I think, yeah, it's looking good. It's looking good. Hit like, hit subscribe, keep coming with us.
Go to Buy Me a Coffee, why not?
Oh, that'd be nice.
Yeah. See you at the Mali.